All right.
I think he needs to apologize. No,
yeah,
he needs to apologize for that.
That's true.
He needs to.
Otherwise, Osim Lodge will be declared a scene of crime. Indeed. Anyway, let's move this forward. The Kenya film industry has experienced a tremendous growth in recent years.
Local film producers have continued to up their game to exploit the opportunities they're in through productions that tell African stories.
This is because in cinemas and theatre, we focus on a film screening event that created an open forum where people enjoyed such films.
At the Short and Shorts event in Nairobi, here members of the public stream in to watch curated short African films and at the same time enjoy some fun activities while at it, all thanks to DocuBox, an East African documentary film fund. This year during the Mzalendo edition, in line with celebrating 60 years of Kenya's independence,
under action of the Queen, Her Majesty, you and your people must now pay homage.
Wakamba Forever, Itifaki, Millet and Act of Love were among the films that were screened at the event.
We first of all try to look at films that are made by local filmmakers. We shall look at the quality of the film, the themes that they have, but at the same time trying to imagine that this film can actually get into a festival and be able to create a buzz.
The film Act of Love tells a story of a young mother who has lost a job in the midst of hard economic times. After losing her job, she holds on to sanity by a thread as her world is turned upside down.
She has to take care of herself and her baby, so she has to go for an interview. She loses her entire interview because of her baby, and she loses her mind and she contemplates basically ending the life of the baby. Why it's called Act of Love is because having a kid, I think, is an act of love whereby you sacrifice something to give to another life.
Will you eat only of the soil?
Millet, on the other hand, by Lydia Matata, follows a young willed girl who decides to rescue her troubled mother from a greedy and gluttonous pastor.
One of the reasons why I felt Millet was so important was we're just coming from Shakahola and people are dying, being told wasikule. And this is a preacher whose film was done in 2018 and was telling people not to eat. I think one organization is asking if they can do impact screenings at the coast in the regions where Shakahola was happening, to just look at, did people see this coming? Have they watched this kind of films? Did they know that people had written about this kind of films, and how can they be used to reduce that kind of thing?
I got into film in 2014, and I can safely say it is growing. It's growing very well, and the sky's the limit, really. African content is mainstreaming globally. It's very important for Kenyans to consume local content, and this is a really good way to consume it.
Jacqueline Masharia for Cinemas and Theatre.